You are watching Access LaPorte County, Channel 97. Coming up next, the May 24th meeting of the Long Beach Park Board. You can find more information for this meeting at www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Thank you everybody for coming. Today is May 24th, the May meeting. So first order, we've got a quorum with Kendra Bartlett and this is going to be annoying. And Joy and Anita. So first order of business is to approve the April minutes.
I move to approve. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, staff plan updates.
Stop 16.
Yep, 16 looks great. So thank you to the residents down there. Was it Dean? Dan. There's Dean, Dan, for finishing that. I think it's about done. I saw some pictures, but I haven't been down there. It's all done. Okay, so great. So that walkway's finished, and thanks to them for doing that. We provided the funds for that, and they did all the work, which was a great partnership. So thanks. That looks awesome. Stop 19. I don't really have an update on that. I think we're still just in status quo, waiting for them until the workers or the Topieris construction people finish their work, and then they're going to have to repair the stop. So the update on that is we're just waiting.
And I think also, isn't Freddie going to do stairs at the bottom and stuff?
Yes. Yep. That should be this week. He should be starting to work on those stairs this week at stop 19 when he's done with 28. So, yeah, no further update for.
Have a company name or? Yes. I can send it to you. Okay.
Okay. Stop 21, the update on that is, Dean.
So Pierce is, no, they haven't started any work yet, or they're working on getting the sand and stuff out. I haven't been by there.
I actually don't know. I just know Zach's been on that and he said there's no update. It looks still a little torn up, but nothing worse than it did a week ago. Stop 21, the middle of this week, he should be planting dune grass at 21 and 23 and 24. I have not seen him out. Today's Tuesday, but it was supposed to be sometime this week. So that we had to spray all the areas for that to get the grounds ready for the dune grass. So that was taken care of. So we're just waiting on the weather, I guess, for Dean to do the dune grass. And we need to still get a quote for the fencing at 21. So we haven't done that yet. So that's hanging out there as at 21. I think the only other thing for 24, Janice, do you have an update when you want to plant, or just going to, when weather is? Okay. That's what she said.
Then I want to make sure that we have all the plants I have on so
we do.
I saw the message from Tom.
Perfect.
So I'll get with him.
Perfect. And he said he was fine with that. That it's going to be an intensive project for the get-go, and then after that it'll calm down a little bit. Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
I have a quick question. So what we talked about was, isn't officially beach garden, so,
You can talk about it. Just go ahead and talk about it now.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
We talked about, this before too, about asking community volunteers perhaps. I'll look at it. I come to so maybe we put maybe something out in an email to choose that we like that will for the sign at the stop and say, Saturday, how time to noon or something like that and see what we can do. Because that horse sale is more, it's, I don't know what we're going to do, but it's a total waste of, I don't know how to do that. That kind of stuff.
Is it all that stuff? Before they plant the bluegrass, or is it already doing that?
Well, according to the, report, it says it's probably so I'm gonna extract it and show you the best options, but not those two.
Okay.
So what we talked about was maybe using the, page to Janice came up with a couple of days and times. Where, we could go down there. The other thing was whether we could also coordinate, something that Zach has done before about not scheduling the beach cleanup, but putting the bags out there, and maybe we could pick a date that works as well for people who want to clean. So that would be up to Janice to maybe coordinate with Zach to get on the Facebook page.
Yeah, I'm an admin on the Facebook page too, so one of us can send it to us. Weed sale invasive, I love it. Okay.
And the chief too was interested in it, if we were going to be.
Okay.
So he might help, but then he would help you get the email like that. So should we, we should probably pick a date right now, because we're not gonna meet otherwise until the end of June. And
Do you want to pick a date now, or you want to? You can get back to it. Yeah, just email us later today or tomorrow, because it'll be whatever your schedule, right? Yeah, okay, no problem, Jess. Take your time. I mean, a day or two, let us know, and then we'll communicate with everyone else about spreading the word on, like you said, Facebook page and the email list.
The staff and then we'll do the beach cleanup, so, and that's those are the two things that she's. Yeah, it can be, and Zach was lately, it's just picked a date. Put bags out, everybody who went on the beach that day.
We didn't have any response. Yeah, I think so. We didn't do any beach cleanup the past 2 years, I believe, because of COVID.
He did one.
I think last year we did.
Yeah, because the bags were.
Or maybe he just put up the bag.
Right, which actually works. Yeah, that's what I think we should do again.
Yeah.
That time when me and you and Zach were hauling all the garbage down.
Right. No, for sure, in our cars, exactly. Okay. Yeah.
All right, we'll send you the dates for each, and we try to come up and then the dates for these and coordinate sheet. Right?
Yeah.
And then she should coordinate language with Zach for Facebook.
Sure, or me, either one.
Either one, okay,
Yeah.
great.
Perfect. This agenda is a little bit different than this one. So stop 28, we have, Freddie's done a good job, with that too. I drove by today. That's looking good. That should be done hopefully this week. Hopefully this week, I think.
Yeah, that's good, I drove by.
Yeah, the goal is to have it done by Memorial Weekend, and they said it would be, so that's good. And then, just in regards to stop 29, that permit's been approved, and they'll start that after 28 is finished. Yeah. Okay, let's, do activities coordinator update. Sarah, you're here, do you want to unmute?
Yep.
Cool.
We are getting ready for summer camp applications to be released on June 1st. They will be available at the town hall on the town website, and then we're going to link that all up to the Long Beach Summer Camp Facebook page to take you to those locations to get them. We will then also have them available at the community center once camp starts, but until camp starts, we're not going to have them available there. We're going to do our tennis sign up like we have the last couple of years because people get kind of crazy about that. So they'll have to reserve one of their spots with Sign Up Genius, and then I will issue them a application or a form for tennis, and that way it really is first come, first served, and we don't have people trying to leave work to get things in. It can reserve their spot from home or work or Chicago, wherever they are, and then we can work on getting the application and payment in. And there is a timeline stipulation with that just to ensure that those spots are reserved. There'll be 15 of those.
How did they reserve a spot with you, Sarah, just in case anybody asks?
That was Sign Up Genius.
Oh, sign up.
Yeah. And I'm gonna post all of this information this weekend and have like the different directions, even though no matter how many times I post things, I still get people that call and email and ask me the same stuff. But we will post everything. The goal is as close to 8 o'clock as possible. Meg Collins is helping me with that to ensure that it is done as close that time as possible and then fairly, because I know people can be very particular about that as well. We have one final interview to complete for a counselor position that had to be rescheduled from a little ways back due to some personal reasons. So we have 9 of our 10 hired in the process of their drug test. They passed their background test. So that's looking good. Our training for the staff will be June 17th, and it'll be at the community center during what would be camp hours. We are going to be doing, I have some fun names, but like a summer series, roughly every 2 weeks throughout the summer. We're going to kind of highlight an activity or host an activity. So this will include things like our cookies and canvas, the movie in the park, the art in the park will be, I'm going to include that in our list of things that we have. And it's going to be kind of posted collectively with ways that people can sign up or where they can go for the event, cost if there's a cost, vendors that'll be present, kind of like a comprehensive thing. So families, whether they're visiting, can get the information. If you're a resident, you can kind of keep that on hand too to know what's going on during the summer. The Tai Chi has been kind of in limbo. This is my last thing. She has had some family things going on, and then her dad just passed away. So we essentially for now are going to leave that on hold or not happening because they have some family things that they are working through collectively. Should that change, I will let you know. She was encouraged and was wanting to start a summer series like we have in the past years, but she has obviously some personal matters to address first. So that's no right now, but not for forever. It's once those things get wrapped up that then we will look at the timing to ensure that it would still be a good fit for our community as a whole. Otherwise, all the other events are plugging and chugging, going well attended, and we're hoping they continue.
Sarah?
Yeah.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we might not have air conditioning in the community center all summer.
What?
We might not have air conditioning in the community center all summer. The air conditioner has died. And we are exploring getting possibly some rolling units on wheels supporting the community center. But to replace the whole unit is going to be like $110,000. So I just want to let you know if there's anything
might have to move around. Or like a turn it up class or something like that, if it's gonna be too hot in there.
She will adjust and do it outside sometimes if weather is nice and permitting, but that's something that I'll for sure share with her because she's also like 30 weeks pregnant. So her class at some point in the near future will be on hold for a little bit just so she can have her baby and go on maternity leave. But okay. Am I allowed to look at some options? Because I would really like to have at least one, ideally 2 spaces that are cooler because we have 2 stations that are outside and 2 that are then inside. Just like for recovery for the kids, they rotate 1 inside, 1 outside, 1 inside, 1 outside. Man, okay.
Okay, yeah,
I will ponder
I'm
that.
just giving you a heads up, hopefully that won't be the case, but it's possible.
Okay. All right.
And anything else?
No,
Okay. Thank you.
Thank
That's right. Thanks, Sarah.
thank you.
Next kind of on the list, old business, the tree encroachment at Stock 29, that's still been on the agenda. Those trees that are there, they're dying anyway, so they're probably gonna die on their own or need to come out, but looks like we're gonna need to get a survey. So once that work gets started, that's still been on the agenda to get a survey and make sure where those.
While we're talking about trees, Janice and I met with, what's his name? Christian? No, Dan.
Oh, Maple City?
Yeah. And walking along the park over there.
Oh, good.
A bunch of tree trimming that needs to be done, so we're waiting on an estimate.
That was item 11.
Okay.
Good. I'm glad you finally got in touch with him. He's,
Yeah, very good.
okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay. And I know I think you already did. We'll just let you could let me know if you want when they have the date and I'll let Annette know the club that it's happening. You may already do that, but she likes to just be aware. So just when,
Keith was gonna,
Keith was gonna do it?
we sort of looped him into letting the club know.
Okay. Perfect. Art in the park, I did probably no other, I don't think any additional update. Is there?
One thing, Belly Flop has partnered with Farina's.
Yes.
It's now going to be Farina's Belly Flop.
Okay.
So if we want them to participate, we're supposed to talk to Farina's according to Whit.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, we're going to give them an opportunity, I think, to take advantage of us having more people here and beyond letting them know that if they want to do something.
No, I think it'll be nice just to have another option if people don't want the ice cream or whatever, or providing they can go over there and get their own food, but for them to like transport food 50 feet and try and sell it.
So I think if we could just let Little Giant and Farina's know.
Okay. I can do that.
30th, and if they want to take advantage of having a bunch of people here, they might want to do something special on them.
Okay. I think I have.
So we'll do that when you take.
Yeah, I have her email, at least my daughter Abby does. I think that's where Abby's working this summer, so.
And then Little Giant will do.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know, I mean, just let them know if they want to do something, they can figure
Set
out.
up, yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, people ask us, you know, do they have coffee on here, we're going to plan.
Right. Perfect. Anita, any update on the electrical lighting for pillars at 18?
Yes, so Pat Gondek is on it.
Cool.
And he has already taken measurements. He's been to several different supply stores. He actually talked yesterday to Bill Defuniak, and Bill, he had another issue of Bill's, and he mentioned it to Bill. Bill thought that there was an extra light somewhere in his one row in some maintenance building somewhere. So Tom now is on it, and he's looking to see, I mean, Pat has gone to several to look
and see what he can find on the land. So he's pretty sure he'll find something similar. Tom Dahl is looking in different areas. I like how Tom says, well, there's different areas. and he's looking. So they both seem pretty confident they'll figure it out. So
Awesome. You might check in Tom's memory, ask him if he knows who repaired 29, because when they hit that pillar at 29, they crushed it and they had to rebuild the whole thing and they shattered that lamp. So if there was an extra light, it either got used or those people were able to do an exact match. I don't remember who it was. It was, I don't remember if it was like a company, like a NIPSCO-ish company that was doing work, or it was a home that was doing building, but a huge like semi-truck. Yeah, okay. That's what I'm thinking. So that company was able, but like I said, they might have taken the pillar, but Tom usually, it's all in his brain. That's right. He probably knows better, but that's the last pillar I know that was ever fixed, or the lighting was ever fixed, I should say. Community, let me just go quick because I skipped over this. Joy, did you have anything to add at step 16 on Cottonwoods? Jack had it on the agenda.
I'll send the report to everyone.
Okay.
I did trim them at the same time that Jane Ford was having her site, so we saved some money there. And Christian did provide us the report, which I'll forward to everyone, including senior things.
Okay. Community center bricks. That's what I thought. Okay, we'll delete that for later. And I think the next one might be coming off for good too, right? This tennis court bench, I think that kind of was a dead, oh no?
It was, Francis Kane, so I have to reach out and just, unfortunately, just found the names, and let's leave it there.
Okay.
I just found her name and Ellen Green as well, so.
Okay.
I will leave that on the next one.
Awesome. We're cruising through this today. Unless I missed anything, we'll go to public comments. Did I miss anything?
Speech garden.
Oh, I thought you kind of did that. Oh, I gotcha. Okay, go ahead, Janice. I'm sorry. No. Take your time.
We had two meetings for the beach garden for Founders Day, I spent the more was planted and keep them time correct. We have a homes in there, so that we
That's awesome.
And we got to the one time holiday and this week and we met Sue Brandon, as the architect for overall and here as well. And we do some cleanups every Wednesday. Joy and I and Chief, Brad and Tom met on a couple of each just all around the work that has to be done in the town and recommending all of the places that all tax and who's responsible. So I haven't laid out names.
Thank you for organizing all that.
It'll be a good document so that all of us. I don't know, she's becoming a part of the
We love it.
And then remind me again, what's what the speech garden club meeting, there were I know, there's something. I remember last month it was April 22nd, so probably the third Thursday of the month. Yeah. One, right? In the park. The community center. The community center.
And Helen, when we met with Helen, there will be no more eating taxes. So she has shared the tax exempt certificate with us.
Nice.
So if anyone's going to buy anything, even if it's on Amazon or something, we have to use that certificate because
when it comes to her and we say we're gonna eat the taxes, she doesn't, that's not clean economy.
Fine with me, it only took 12 years to get that done. Thank goodness for her. Thank you. Thanks for organizing that, big to-do with everybody. That was important, so thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Anything else on the agenda that I missed before public comment? No? Okay, we've got two other residents, and I guess Janice is officially a resident, but also an unofficial park board member. So just go ahead and state your name and address so we can get it in the minutes and then say whatever you want.
This is my husband, Jim.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Hi, Jim. Partnered with, Build Up Your Act, and, before, I was there about picking up some, and, so I stopped in, yes, yeah, I was around. So she said, reach out to Sarah, yeah, about her original, cleaning up all, and what I was, and, so Sarah was like, you scared of which is amazing, Fred is doing an excellent job, especially how wide it is. So people have to stop by and everything else. So, we do have a Friday until work like 12 days. And so then he said that it was almost done. It was 42%. Right here, because the street comes down a sharp angle and is moving landing. There's like an 8-inch difference between the street comes down and the landing. So like, oh, right, that is almost like a little track. 42 finish. And unfortunately, not just cars, and we know, I remember conversations, people will, but that's not an issue, but it's the issue, with all bikes and everything done it. No. And for years, they pull up the houses, people open up a little neon percent and say, you know, oh, stop, there's kids going back and forth. And, my husband's a trauma surgeon and he's but anyway, so we're like, friend, you know, you see this and friend is like, hey, I'm blown downhill. You know. So he said, I can make it just a regular bench, right? So, so when a kid comes up and is scared, it can be seen or the kid can see. Standing or flying or and then the other thing about just regular bench is that this is a huge board, I think about the waiting area. So people can sit there facing the street to get their rides and that kind of thing. So that was in New York, that was to come and the first thing to do anything easier than the more too much back. And we want to get there in another way. So anyway, that's what Zach was to come and ask if Freddie needed to know better. And you read your head on that now, but for you, what was your concern about that?
Well, at least every year ago, kids come up with some states.
In your own house, it is the only beach access that has a bill. Coming at it, they're very flat and they don't have any, Why is that? I need to buy her one. You know, nobody's gonna.
Yeah. Well, so Zach sent us the emails and I
Sounds like
think,
a police issue, first of all.
so yeah, we've all looked at it. And so I mean, I can just speak for myself that the thought of the benches, I mean, they're all the same at every stop so that they all have backs. So because we've gone through these plans with requests for people to, you know, lounge, sit there with a cup of coffee, glass of wine. Obviously it's not going to be comfortable to sit there with no back, and all the benches at 23, 21, everything's got the same design. And so we brought up, so that's just my kind of take on that it's all meant to look uniform and have a resting spot for someone. And 28 probably has the best, I mean, the loading and unloading zone is that whole parking pad that the town owns. So that is like loading. So hopefully people are not stopping in front of the stop, and they know they probably will, but yeah, I know. I wish they'd use the best loading pad that there is in all of the town. It's like this giant thing. But so we talked to Chief and he either went to look or he was gonna, and I think that we will put up, I don't want to speak for him, but I know he's been very receptive and he knows the issue. So whether it be more, you know, the automated things that say how fast you're going and slow down and park more police cars there on a regular basis and set up speed traps or whatever you want to call them and come up with something. Because, I mean, whether or not, if we're relying on 4 pieces of plywood to stop a kid from crossing a street, that's not gonna, I mean, I think the issue is not a back on a bench from a kid not seeing a car. I mean, hopefully they're with the parent and that they can listen, but it's really the cars blowing through the stop sign. So that's the issue that we'll have to address.
So it's one you're doing, yeah. And things like but more than that, see, when people go out and stops, their benches are not facing the most part. I think it was one facing the so that back of the bench was.
They're all either an L shape or facing, or they have both. Like 18 goes like this, 23 has this plus one facing the lake. Well, we'd love to have them all facing if we could. That's been the whole point, is so people can sit there and view the lake. So if there's an opportunity to have a bench face the water, that's what we do, because nobody wants to face the road, but sometimes we don't have a choice.
But no people, when you sit on the grassy area, with sunset, and not small.
Well, no, because they never had a place to sit before. Hopefully they will sit now.
The big bench, like Larry and Mylan, and you almost a big bench. But anyway, so it was our concern that it would form a capability to stop and the people come down and see it, they've seen it a lot of times, where the kids just run around. Anyway, just saying, like, I'm afraid of like, maybe the actually you know, have it so that people can see it or if you can see a car, you know, you can on a bench, you could maybe see versus if you want to make.
Well, the backs aren't, I mean, they're not solid. All the other stops, they're like, sorry, somebody just left, I guess. They're see-through. I mean, you can see the road through them. They're slats, and then there's a couple that go that way. So they're like this, really. I mean, they're not complete, solid surfaces. So I don't know, you guys want to chime in? That's just my thoughts.
I only know that where I live, which is, I don't know, it's kind of about 3 or 4 or 5 different solar stop signs. You know, I mean, you do the best you can. Swiss Tech has looked at it. It's safe. It's a design that I think that we're comfortable with, and I think that I think we're probably committed to the design, and we're also, again, we talked to Chief Swiss Tech. He's looked at it. He's very receptive to safety, as I said, rather there could be 5 solar signs within about a 3-block area. So I'm sure you would help with that.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's not really the cards, it's more like, anyway.
Yeah, I get a lot of traffic too, so.
No, I was scared, you know, about having before you can do the rest.
Isn't that what the stairwells are, 1 or 2 inches?
Yeah, I mean, it's all up to code, so
Yeah.
I think we'll have, you know, well, I'll enjoy you speak, but,
And
trimming, we trimmed the trees already last year.
He's putting on the AG.
Do it again.
Stripes, so that stripe stop sign that's going to help in our stop signs. And one, again, is in front of my house, so believe me, when you say that you sit there and watch, I sit and watch. And so the stripes, you know, help, the painted crosswalk helps, all of the things that Chief is saying that he will do.
Okay. Thank you.
He's clearly very receptive.
So Freddie makes it not as solid. It would be similar to the other ones, but things he's saying.
Yeah, it's gonna mimic all the other stops.
Okay, so the things are good.
Yeah, it's not, oh yeah, it's not a solid, it's not like it's not a plywood by plywood. It's just a regular bench with slats, like the other.
Okay.
Yeah. I wish I had, actually I do have, well, I don't know how I would hit this. Now this is all hooked up to that camera, not my camera. Otherwise I do have pictures of the stops on there. But yeah, when you guys leave, look at, 23.
I did, yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, the steps. And then the key, the 4 by 6s. And then
2 by 4s.
and then. And then I don't know, it just seemed like, what?
Because some of them come this way too.
And I think that's the first thing to do. We can wait so that, you know, keep it all.
I mean, we have some that are vertical.
They're all they all have a couple of both. They're not just completely like this. They have a couple of different like circles like this, and like this, and there'd be like one here and then one here. Yeah. So they're,
Okay, it makes a little more.
But there
we're not, and whatever he's got planned, we're all going back to work tomorrow and he's hopefully turning up tomorrow. I think he's been waiting to finish because he thought maybe we would change our minds. And so we've already sent out all the plans and paid him for the materials and the time and what his hourly rate is. And so we're good. I don't plan on going.
Well, the other thing is too, the stop signs, I live in spot 23, there is no stop sign, so if your kids come up off the street benches, we're gonna go to the stop sign, and I'm sure. So,
But they actually don't have a right at 33.
I hear you, but yeah.
I think I've been guilty of rolling through that stop myself because it's like, it's the incline too. It just makes you just want to like go.
15 minutes, and everybody was right.
Yeah. Well, and I know too, I think it seems like in the summer, people park at that loading zone. They're not supposed to park, but I've seen a couple of times I called the chief and was like, there's been a car there all day Saturday, which is not fair to, because, everybody would like to park there. So I think he knows that we're going to need some added attention at that stop with whether it be people rolling through the bike, because golf carts do it too. Golf carts and bikes.
Yeah. Okay, well, just.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to that concern and, yeah, maybe we can do more of the design
Yeah. Yeah, I'll stop by there and see if, well, I don't know if he'll probably be working tomorrow, but I think it's, I would definitely call the benches that, what's going in. I wouldn't call it transparent, it's not clear, but it's see-through. You can definitely see if something's coming.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's it. Is that it? We lost all of our Zoom participants. They got bored in our station, I guess. Oh, shoot. Okay.
They can't hear
Yeah.
She said they couldn't hear anything.
Okay. I don't, yeah. Hello?
I know.
I'm meeting with, for next week, this week about, the hour on Zoom for treatment, because, you know, issues as well, so. I'll say this,
Well, we figured out the rest, but we seem to have audio trouble.
we have the same problem.
We got everything but the audio.
I think that, the audio is coming through, but it's supposed to be, the speaker system is supposed to be on, and this is not working.
Even if it's on, people tend to talk here and they,
Okay,
I move to adjourn.
okay, I second. All in favor? Aye. Okay. Cool. All right. Let's see.